What Charles Leclerc just said behind closed doors at Ferrari completely stunned the team, and Lewis Hamilton is allegedly speechless in the already tense atmosphere at Maranello. This explosive statement from Leclerc could change everything, from the development direction of the SF25 to the team's hierarchy, and possibly the entire dynamic of the 2025 Formula One season. This is not just a disagreement, this is a declaration of independence. So, what exactly did Leclerc say? Why did he say it? And how will it affect Hamilton, Ferrari, and the rest of the championship? You're about to find out everything, and I promise you it's even more explosive than you can imagine. But before we dive deep into the drama, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and activate the notification bell so you never miss an update. According to Corriere dello Sport, one of Italy's most respected publications, Charles Leclerc told Ferrari that he is officially going his own way when it comes to the SF25. He will no longer follow the guidance coming from Lewis Hamilton's side of the garage. He will no longer adapt his driving style to fit a philosophy that he feels doesn't suit him. From now on, he will follow a completely different path. This is not speculation. This is a direct report based on internal conversations between team principal Fred Vasseur and the top technical leadership within Ferrari. The statement came right after the Japanese Grand Prix, a race where Ferrari once again showed flashes of potential, but in the end came up short. What Leclerc is doing here is not just seeking a different setup. He is breaking ranks, and this has massive implications. Ferrari had supposedly been relying heavily on Lewis Hamilton's opinions since his high-profile switch from Mercedes. According to Corriere dello Sport, engineers and management had been hanging on every word Hamilton said, treating his comments as sacred in an effort to finally build a car capable of winning a championship. But the results speak for themselves. Ferrari is currently in 4th place in the Constructors' Championship. Hamilton's best result in a Grand Prix is P9. His only real success came with a sprint victory in China, while Leclerc, in turn, has consistently outperformed him in race conditions, including a strong 4th-place finish in Suzuka, which remains Ferrari's best finish in a Grand Prix this season, and that's where the story starts to heat up. Behind the scenes on the Saturday night after qualifying in Japan, Leclerc allegedly sat down with Vasseur and Ferrari's technical directors and said, "I'm going my own way." He made it clear that he no longer wants to align the development of his car with Hamilton's. In fact, he's preparing to take an entirely new direction for the Bahrain Grand Prix, a direction that reflects his driving style, preferences, and his vision for how the SF25 should evolve. This move comes at a critical time, as Ferrari is currently preparing a major upgrade package for the SF25, specifically a new floor designed to improve balance and drivability. However, there's disagreement within the team about when it should be introduced and what direction the configuration philosophy should follow. Now, by stepping away from Hamilton's leadership, Ferrari faces the real possibility of developing 2 different cars within the same team. Let that sink in. 2 different development philosophies, 2 top drivers going in separate directions, 2 divergent garage setups each race. This is not how championships are won, but let's understand Leclerc's reasoning. After the race in Japan, he clearly explained his frustration, saying, "It was a somewhat frustrating race. I was completely alone. The guys in front were just too quick in the first sector. I thought maybe we could do something, but they pulled away. It's disappointing because we put everything together this weekend, and the balance was right, but the car just didn't perform." What's incredibly revealing is that he's essentially saying that the setup was ideal for him. The car felt good, but it just wasn't fast enough. This is a clear indication that he believes the limitations are no longer due to his driving, but to the philosophy and design of the car, and that's why he decided to disconnect from Hamilton's influence. He believes that continuing down that path will only lead to more compromises, more frustration, and ultimately a season of lost opportunities. Instead, he will now follow his own development path, hoping that Ferrari can provide him with the tools to compete, not just with Hamilton, but also with Red Bull and McLaren. So, what does this leave Hamilton with? Let's be blunt. This is a serious blow to his authority within Ferrari. He was brought in not just as a driver, but as a leader, a technical benchmark, someone who could guide the team out of its endless cycle of near victories and rebuild the winning culture that defined the Schumacher era. But after just 3 races, this image is already under threat. Ferrari's established man has effectively said, "Thanks, but no thanks." This is a bold statement, one that will undoubtedly cause friction in the garage. And this is not just about ego. Hamilton himself admitted after the Japanese Grand Prix that there is a deficit between the two sides of the garage and an element of underperformance within the team. An incredibly rare statement for Lewis, who usually keeps internal criticism to a minimum, signaling that something deeper is wrong. And now he's confirmed that by stepping away from the shared strategy. So what happens next? The path ahead for Ferrari is now more uncertain than ever, and the choices made in the coming weeks could define not only the outcome of their 2025 Formula One season, but the future of the team itself. On one hand,